Happy Wednesday morning, Buzz listeners. I'm Alex, and Jordan's here with me for our midweek energy boost. Yesterday, we promised to dive into something that's been haunting me since high school: why some people can walk into any room and instantly read the vibe while others completely miss when someone's practically screaming, "I don't want to talk," through their body language. Jordan, please tell me there's hope for the socially oblivious among us.
There's definitely hope, Alex. What you're describing is called social perceptiveness or emotional intelligence, and it's fascinating how much variation exists between people. Some individuals have what researchers call high social monitoring. They automatically scan for micro expressions, tone changes, and body language cues without even thinking about it.
Micro expressions, that sounds so sophisticated. Meanwhile, I once spent 20 minutes telling someone about my weekend while they were clearly trying to leave. They had their keys out, jacket on, and were literally backing toward the door. How do I miss such obvious signals?
You're not alone in this. About 40% of people struggle with reading nonverbal cues, and it's often because their brains are focused elsewhere. High social monitors have developed what we call peripheral social awareness. They're processing multiple information screens simultaneously. Your brain might be more focused on what you're saying rather than what the other person is communicating non-verbally.
So, some people are basically running social radar in the background while I'm operating with tunnel vision. That actually makes me feel better. But what about those people who seem to know exactly what someone's thinking before they even speak? My friend Maya can predict when someone's about to quit their job just from how they say, "Good morning."
Maya probably has highly developed pattern recognition for emotional states. These social detectives notice subtle changes in vocal patterns, energy levels, and behavioral consistency. When someone's usual morning greeting sounds flat or distracted, high social monitors file that information and start connecting dots with other behavioral changes they've observed.
That's incredible. But here's what puzzles me. I can spot trends in social media algorithms and notice tiny changes in design elements. So why can't I apply that same attention to actual humans? Is it using different parts of the brain?
You've hit on something really important. Digital pattern recognition and human emotion reading do use different neural networks. Your marketing brain excels at systematic visual pattern detection, while social reading requires integration between multiple brain regions, including the prefrontal cortex and areas that process emotional information. They're different skill sets entirely.
So I'm not doomed to social awkwardness forever. Please tell me there are ways to develop better people reading skills, because I'd love to stop accidentally interrupting intense conversations or missing when someone's clearly flirting with me.
You're absolutely. Social perceptiveness can be improved through practice. Start with baseline observations, meaning notice how people normally behave, speak, and carry themselves. Then you can spot deviations that signal mood changes or discomfort. Also, paying attention to clusters of signals rather than isolated cues makes interpretation much more accurate.
Clusters of signals, that makes sense. Instead of trying to decode one mysterious facial expression, I should look for multiple indicators. But what about cultural differences? I imagine some signals mean completely different things depending on someone's background.
Cultural competency is huge in social reading. Eye contact, personal space, and conversation styles vary dramatically across cultures. What reads as confidence in one culture might seem aggressive in another. The best social readers adapt their interpretation based on cultural context and individual personality patterns rather than applying universal rules.
This is so helpful. I'm definitely going to start practicing my social radar skills. Maybe I'll finally stop texting people immediately after hanging out to ask, "Were you mad at me?" when they were probably just tired.
That's a perfect example. High social monitors often trust their read of the situation while others seek verbal confirmation. Both approaches have value. Sometimes direct communication is actually more effective than assumption-based interpretations.
Love that perspective. Tomorrow, we're exploring something completely different that's perfect for fall weather: why some people become obsessed with rearranging and redecorating their spaces seasonally, while others live with the same setup for years. We'll unpack the psychology behind environmental control and what your relationship with your physical space reveals about how you process change. Until then, may your Wednesday be wonderfully perceptive. This has been Morning Buzz.